Hello and welcome back here to Janet Tate Stadium here in the morning matchup on the final day of our regular season, day 21 of this 2026 summer. My name is Mason Strong. I'll be a broadcaster once more as the Red Bats and Reign battling out here in northern Chattanooga. Teams will battle out for second place in the standings. Red Bats technically are standing in second right now. They are 9-11 on the season. The Reign at 12, a victory here today would, or for either team, would get them the top standing at second place. They would get the home field advantage for tomorrow's playoff game as we go off of head to head. So if the Reign win today, they sit at a 9-12 draw, which would mean that with the Reign taking the win, they would be 4-3 against this Red Bat squad. As the first pitch from Shelby Buffington is taken for a strike 0-1. We're on the way here for game one of day 21, the final regular season day of this Scenic City Collegiate League. So again, essentially, long story short, if the Reign win, they'll get second place. If the Red Bats win, they'll get second place. This one hideaway makes it 1-1 as Buffington gets her start once again here. The workhorse for this Reign squad. He'll face Gracie Spady, the shortstop here today, wearing number 10. Leading us off, Mally Corson in the 2 spot, the center fielder wearing number 5. The 1-1. Comes up and gets her right on the noggin. Runner on, nobody out on the hit by pitch. That one caught her right on the lid of the helmet. And now Corson steps in with a runner on. So immediately, runner on after 3 pitches here in the top of the first. Corson steps in. DeLauder will follow her up. The left fielder wearing 12, the home run leader this season. Corson shows bunt. It stays high, ball 1. Farrell will hit 4th. The pitcher here today wearing number 2. K.K. Hagan, the third baseman, will hit 5th wearing number 3. Val Pedersen, the first baseman here this morning, will wear 6 in the 6th spot. It'll then be Yasmin Burrell, the second baseman, wearing 15. Next one is a strike, 1-1. Delana Brown will be the right fielder here this morning, wearing number 7 in the 8th spot. She'll second to last hitter in this lineup. Savannah Contrell, the catcher tonight, back with this Red Bat squad, will wear number 11 and hit 9. Now Corson lays down a bunt, third baseline, foul, 1-2. So Spady on with nobody out. Corson now comes to the plate after the hit by pitch, looking to see if she can get on for the first time here on the morning. After a very hectic second to last day of softball yesterday. The 1-2. Hits it sharply through the second base line into right field, a base knock. Espedia into second standing. Runners on, nobody out. Second and first now. And nobody out for the dangerous Callie DeLauder. Only player this season with double-digit home runs. She leads with 10. First pitch to her on the outer half makes it a ball 1-0. Outer half of the plate has been the way to work if you're facing Callie DeLauder, but she has made 10 mistakes. Go far into the outfield. Take this one once more on the outer half. This one a strike, 1-1. Farrell would come up next. Spadia at second, Corson at first. Hit by pitch, the ground ball into right field. The 1-1 from Buffington. Fouls it off, now 1-2. Help coverage overhead once more. Chance of rain here again today. We had a little bit of a spritzing earlier, just kind of drizzling on us earlier here this morning. Not supposed to see anything hopefully until about 10 o'clock. We sit around 9 o'clock here Eastern time. Continue to battle it out here. No score here in the top of the first. The next pitch. Takes it down and away once more. Now 2-2. Runner goes. Thrown out the third. In time. Espedia broke. Corson gets into second base. Caught stealing. One down. Espedia with a late break gets cut down at third. Corson does swipe second at least, but still. 2-2 laced into center field. That one gets down. Corson's going to get at the third base. She is going to hold up at the corners. 2 down and runners at the corners. And it brings up Emily Farrow with 1 away. So a bit of an odd sequence there. So DeLauder singles to center, yet another hit for her. Now Farrow steps in with runners in the corners and nobody out as the pitcher will look to see if she can help herself now with a plate. Corson with great speed at third, DeLauder at first. Espadia gets caught stealing at third, and then DeLauder singles into center. It would have probably drove home at least one run. And now Farrow hits this sharply, second base side on a backhand Leach to second one. Throw to first, not in time. The run comes in. Red Bats strike early. 2 outs and a run comes in. 1-0. Now your score. So Farrow reaches on a fielder's choice. Corson comes in to score. And now it brings up KK Hagan, the league leader in walks. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. Runner on with 2 outs, 1-0. The Red Bats now lead her early in this one. And Buffington now just trying to settle in. This one high in the zone as Caleb Boudreau, the catcher here tonight. Down here. Patterson and Frazier getting a breather here today for this Reign squad. Frazier had 2 home runs and 5 RBIs in yesterday's game. The 1-1. Now it's Hagan skying this one down the left field line. Out of play, makes it 1-2. Val Pedersen would come up next, given the opportunity. Hagan with a runner on and 2 away. Farrow gives herself a 1-0 lead, essentially. The starting pitcher able to get a ground ball to second that could not turn 2. Corson scores. 1-2 is too far outside. 2-2. Now Hagan looking to see if she can extend this inning with 2 down. 1-0 now. The Red Bats lead over the Reign here in the final day of the regular season. 2-2 is skied foul once more. Buffington already up to 18 pitches. Again, she has been just a workhorse for this Reign squad. Has started almost darn near every game this season for the Reign after the injury to Olivia Laney with a sprained ankle. 2-2 inside. Couldn't catch the zone. Works it full. Hagan looking for walk number 11 possibly of the season. She has a 1-walk lead over Abby Lozer with 10. They are the only 2 with double digits this season so far. The 3-2. Takes it high, ball 4. She'll reach for the 12th time this season. Via the walk, second and first. 2 down. Val Pedersen to the plate. So now the usual pitcher, today's first baseman, steps in, the Sienna youth product. It drives this one hard, left center field. Backing to the wall, Lozer, it's overhead and gone! Val Pedersen, first pitch swinging. Red Bats lead 4-0. Got one down and in. She's had a couple of good swings this season. This one she takes all the way to left center. Lozer backed up to the wall, had no play on it. And the Red Bats striking early like usual. Four to nothing now your score. Val Pedersen with her second home run this season. And now it brings up Yasmin Burrell. 2 outs, nobody on now. Red Bats striking early like they have all season long. First pitch is swung on and missed, 0-1. Buffington now just trying to get out of this first frame. She went 4 innings yesterday. Had 95 pitches thrown. She has thrown over 1,000 this season, now up to about 1,100. This one taken inside, tad too far, 1-1. Alana Brown would come up next, given the opportunity. 4-0 now your score. Val Pedersen with her second home run of the year. A 3-run shot to left center. Brings on Farrow, Hagan, and herself. 1-1 chop to third baseline. Foul, 1-2. Burrell steps in now, the second baseman, utility player. She's a 1-2 called. Strike three. That'll end the top of the first. We go the bottom half of the frame. Nobody gets left stranded. 4 runs come in. Redbats striking early. Once again, it's been the main ingredient for him all season long. They'll do it once more here now against the Reign in the final regular season game for themselves. The victor here tonight will get second place in the standings. We already know these two are going to play tomorrow. But who's going to get the home field advantage? We'll find out here after this. We go the bottom half. Redbats lead over the Reign 4-0. Emily Farrell going to go to work now for this team in red and white. We'll be right back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium, northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Cleveland League Softball. We'll be back in just a sec. Bottom of the first inning we go. 4-0. Now your score. Redbats lead early in this one. They find 4 in the top of the frame, including a 3-run shot from Valerie Pedersen, her second of the season. Emily Farrell will face Allie Shreve for the first time here today. She'll lead us off and foul off the first pitch for 0-1. So the right fielder Shreve will lead us up here today wearing number 8. Fiora Crozio will follow her up, the shortstop wearing 6 in the 2 spot. Kendall Frazier will be the DP here today. She will wear 15, hitting third after a 2-homer day yesterday and 5 RBIs for her. Jordan Tong will hit fourth, the third baseman wearing 16. Lauren Jamerson, the center fielder, will wear number 5. This one taken outside makes it 1-1. Ava Barnes will hit 6th, the first baseman here today, wearing number 10. Kaylin Boudreau will be the catcher once more, wearing 11. She will hit 7th. Madeline Hall, the DP, will hit 8th, wearing 12. Shreve skies this one, deep center field. Corson to the wall. Overhead and gone! Allie Shreve responds back. 4-1 now your score. Shreve sees it and goes, if you can do it, I can do it better. Goes to straightaway center. Solo shot to start us off. Reign get one back. It's 4-1. And now it brings up Recrozio. Team leading homer number 6 for Allie Shreve. And now the shortstop steps in. Going through the rest of this Reign lineup, though. He didn't even get the chance to get through everybody before we went already solo to center. Lozer will hit 9th. She'll be the left fielder here today wearing 2. This one hit down the left field line. Foul 0-1. Amanda Ray Litch will hit 10th. She'll be the second baseman here today wearing 13. She'll be the final hitter as Shelby Buffington. The pitcher here today will not hit. So now a 4-1 score as Allie Shreve goes deep to center field. Corson back to the wall. It just kept floating over her head. This one down and away. Now makes it 1-1. Shreve now takes the team lead in homers, 6 on the year for her. The 1-1. Hit down the left field line. Almost takes out the third base coach. 1-2. Heads up, Jordan. Nobody out, 1-2 the count. And what was a very chaotic day of softball yesterday. If you didn't check out yesterday's matchup, Smokies beat the Redbats 20-1. The Bandits beat the Reign in walk-off fashion 16-19. The 1-2 stays high, now 2-2. So to put it lightly, yesterday was all sorts of mayhem and anarchy. If the Redbats had been able to win yesterday, they would have clinched second place no matter what. But then the Reign, no matter what with yesterday's results, were going to be playing in this game after the Redbats lost, as this one's fouled off 2-2. So now we sit here on the last day of the regular season, day 21, game 1. Bandits and Smokies are scheduled here to play later today. Granted, that game will not have as big of a result, as obviously both teams already have their spots in the standings. They will play one another as well tomorrow. This one bounces to the dirt, makes its way to the backstop. Now full count for Recrozio. But nonetheless, we'll play in that final regular season game. For those checking out as well, we're going to try and keep up the stream early on today. Between that Smokies and Bandits game, we'll have the award ceremony as this one airmailed to the backstop, walk for Gia Recrozio. Runner on, nobody out still. So after a solo shot for Ali Shreve to start us off, it now walk to Recrozio brings up Kendall Frazier, who had probably one of her best games of the season last night. So Frazier now steps in. Shreve with her 6th home run of the season, 19 RBIs, is now tied for the team lead in RBIs. The team leader in homers now. This one down away, 1-0. As Frazier now steps in with nobody out and a runner on. And last time she did this yesterday, she went deep down the left field line. Big swing and a miss, now 1-1 to the DP. Frazier getting a breather here from the field after starting as the catcher yesterday. And here to see if she can tack on a few more. Hits this one first base side into right field, a base knock. Recrozio will turn the head into third. Frazier going to hold up at first. Runners at the corner, still nobody out. Just got it over the head of Pedersen and dropped it in front of the line. 3 straight base runners for the Reign, and now Jordan Tong, the dangerous third baseman, comes up. Still nobody out. Tong had what was technically the go-ahead RBI in yesterday's game on a single in that top of the 7th against the Bandits to make it 16-15 before the Bandits then brought in all 4 runs in that bottom of the 7th, 4 straight hits, including the 3-run walk-off nuke from Olivia Thornton. So now runners at the corners, nobody out, 4-1 already your score. First pitch is down the dirt, ball 1. Are we about to see another double-digit game? I might go insane if that were the case. As it was the longest game of the season as well yesterday, over 2.5 hours. This one in the dirt, now 2-0. Jamerson would come up next, the center fielder here today. Patterson given the day off. Kendall Frazier now at first. Recrozio at third. Shreve has already hit a solo bomb to center. 2-0. Down and in again. Now 3-0 the count. But we see the green light for Jordan Tong. Emily Farrow just trying to settle in, has already thrown 16 pitches. Still nobody out. Runners in the corners. 3-0 inside walks her. Bases loaded for Lauren Jamerson. Still nobody out. And a conversation here on the mound. Now one of the best bat-to-ball skill players this season in Lauren Jamerson will come to the plate. Rising redshirt senior at Barton College, the Division II product. Recrozio now at third, Frazier at second. Tong now on with a walk, she's at first. Shreve has already gone deep to center field on the third pitch of the inning. We sit at a 4-1 scoreline. Red Bats have already striked early after Corson came in on the ground fielder's choice from Farrow. Hagen then reached on a walk, and Val Pedersen went deep to make it 4-0. The Reign have now responded. It's 4-1, bases loaded. First pitch is a strike to Jamerson, still nobody out. Barnes would come up next as well. The 0-1 from Farrow. Hits it softly, second base side. Burrell backing up, makes the grab, 1 away. Conversation able to at least dry out number 1. Tommy Santiago able to will his pitcher in the first out. And now Ava Barnes comes up to the plate. Boudreau will follow her up here in just a moment, given the opportunity. Recrozio at third, Frazier at second, Tong at first. First pitch swinging goes down 0-1. Red Bats now just trying to hold on to this early lead. They've been the team to strike early all season long. They do so here again, but now threatening are the Reign. Next pitch too low, 1-1. On today's first baseman, the Knoxville native. The 1-1. Fouls it off now, 1-2. Got a hit in yesterday's game as well. He was a core component of that first Smokies defeat of the season with the walk-off single to the left. She went 3 for 3 with 3 singles and a walk. 1-2 now to Barnes. Check swing. Did she go around? Yes, she did. 2 down. First strikeout for Farrow. Umpire says she went around in the infield. 2 down now, and it brings up Boudreau. First pitch is outside, 1-0. She's had a couple of games now in a row here where she's swung the bat very well. A couple of base knocks for her over the last 2 days. Looking to see if she can drive in a run here, knock down this lead, maybe even bring us to a tie. Skies this one, deep left center field. Underneath it, Corson makes the grab. They'll get out of the bases loaded jam. That's one way to do it. Two hits, no errors. The bases get left loaded. They do bring in a run on the home run. We'll be right back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Top of the second will go. 4-1 now your score. Red Bats lead by 3. Top of the second inning we go. 4-1 now your score. Rain now down to the Red Bats by 3. Ali Shreve does bring home a run. She does herself. A solo shot to center. They leave the bases loaded, though. We go to the top of the second inning. Couple changes defensively now here for this Rain squad as well. They'll have now Kendall Frazier moving behind the plate. She'll trade spots with Kaylin Boudreau. She'll now be the DP. Recrozio and Lozer will now change spots. Recrozio will get her first chance in left field here today, as now Lozer will come into short. Delana Brown steps in for the first time and fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. So Brown now steps in for the first time here on the morning. The right fielder today. He's played the corner outfield spots, third and first as well. Fouled this one off. 0-2. Hot shot to the dugout. Watch out. Don't take out Savannah Cantrell, please. Nobody on, nobody out here to start us off at the top of the second. Already 4-1 your score. Farrow scores the first RBI of the game on a fielder's choice. Val Pedersen brings in 3 on a 3-run shot to left center. Ali Shreve responds with a home run of her own. Brown now hits this one softly. First base side, one down. Barnes has got it. Now it brings up Savannah Cantrell. So Cantrell steps in now for the first time here today. One down, nobody on. Catcher, the JUCO World Series winner, gets her first hack now against Buffington. First pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. Buffington now at 29 pitches through this contest. Needed 25 to get through that first inning. The 0-1. High in the zone, 1-1. JUCO products face one another here. Two very different pathings, obviously. Buffington, the former U North Texas product. Her freshman year, made the transfer to Chat State. Went 7-0 this past year at the JUCO. The Northeast Alabama Community College product of the plate. Now laces this one, second base side. Leach has got it on a hop, 2 down. And now it brings up the top of the order. So Gracie Espadia, who got hit by a pitch to start us off in that first inning, caught it right off the lid of her helmet, was caught stealing at third, now comes up with 2 down and nobody on. One of the team leaders this season in multiple offensive categories. Big first pitch, a ball, 1-0. Well, Kendall Frazier turns and says, hey, where's that one located at? I'd like to know as well. Espadia, 333 average this year, 377 on base, 964 OPS. This one down and in this one a strike, 1-1. Her 964, fifth on the team this year in OPS. Fourth on the team. The 1-1. Chops this one softly, shortstop side. Loza, the new shortstop, the first in time. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom half of the second frame. Clean 1, 2, 3. Not bad, Shelby Buffington. That's a way to respond to it. They'll get a chance now to come back up here in just a moment. Bottom of the second inning we go. Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the final day of the regular season, day 21. Red Bats and Bandits, or Red Bats, and Rain battling it out here in the second to last game of the regular season. Game 1 here of day 21. Go to the bottom frame. 8, 9, and 10 coming up. We'll be back in a sec. Bottom of the second inning we go. 4-1 now your score. 8, 9, and 10 come up for the Rain. They find themselves down 4-1 here to the top of 2. First pitch from Emily Farrow is high in the zone. Makes it 1-0 to the left-handed hitting Hall. Step in for the first time here today, the DP. 8, 9, and 10 step up to the plate. Hall, Lozer, and Leach get their first hacks. This one fouled off. Makes it 1-1. Hall tied for the team lead in RBIs and now just behind Ali Shreve in homers, I should say. Shreve now with 6 on the season. Hall with 5. This one bounces to her. Now 2-1. Hall, 5 homers, rank her 8th this season alone. She has 1 more than 9th and 10th, as that belongs. Funny enough, Gracie Espadia and Alyssa Balcom sits just behind Jasmine Mack and Alex Tupin alongside her Shreve teammate. This one fouled off, makes it 2-2. Left-handed hitter now steps in. Very similar in terms of her swing profile to Callie DeLauder, the two hard-swinging left-handers, both with a launch angle that feels like it'd be like a 40-degree angle. The 2-2. Outside, works it full. Or is it 2-2? Never mind. I had an extra pitch. Don't mind me. 2-2 to Hall. Skies this one, right center field. Underneath it, Brown able to make the grab, 1 down. Now it brings up Abby Lozer. Now the ultra utility player comes to the plate, has played every single position except for pitcher in her collegiate career. Team leader in darn near every single average number. This one down in in-season for 1-0. She leads the team in batting average, on base percentage, OPS, team leader in walks. She is the only one of two with double digits this season. This one high makes it 2-0, and maybe looking at number 11 here in just a moment. He is now 2 behind KK Hagan, now up to 12 on the year. The 2-0. Takes this one for a strike, now 2-1. He's quietly been MVP of this ranked squad this season. Top 10 in batting average, a 420 for her. She is one of 8 this season. She is 7th. Guys, this one, shallow right field. Brown and Burrell head out for it. No one can get to it. He gets down. Loser's going to try and turn it into 3. Brown comes up throwing, not in time. Loser into third base standing. Burrell and Brown were running for it. No one could get there in time. And now a runner in scoring position for Manta Ray Leach. A tough play for Burrell. She got a piece of it, but it just kind of floated out there and right. And now a runner on with 1 out for Leach. First pitch swinging skies it. Shallow right field. Burrell in foul ground. This one drops. That's a fair ball. Loser's going to score. Leach into second base standing. 4-2 now your score. That one just bounced off the palm of Burrell. And now it brings up the dangerous Ali Shreve, already a solo shot to center. 1 out runner at second. First pitch swinging skies it. Third base side. Hagan this time underneath it makes the grab. 2 down. And now it brings up Recrozio. Already a walk for her tonight. She'll step in for the second time. Got left stranded at third, though, the now left fielder who started at short. Runner at second. 2 down. 4-2 now your score. The Reign tack on another one. Recrozio is 309 hitter now this season. For 377 on base. Just north of a 700 OPS. Swings the first one, makes it 0-1. 12 runs, 17 hits, 9 RBIs, a double. This year she has yet to homer, but she has walked triple the amount of time she has struck out. 6 walks, 8 stolen bases, and only 2 strikeouts. This one down the way makes it 1-1. Leach now at second, 2 down. The 1-1. Hits it hard down the left field line, out of play. It's foul into the bullpen, now 1-2. So Leach reaches. Back-to-back errors allows for the Reign to tack on another run. This one too far outside, now 2-2. Kendall Frazier would come up next. She singled to right her last time up. Recrozio now looking to see if she can drive in next run and bring this within 1. The 2-2. Does not offer, sits outside, works it full. Recrozio has worked a full count walk already today after going out 0-2. Can she do it again? And see if she can do so here in just a moment. The 3-2. Chops it, shortstop side. Espadia's got it to first. Doesn't get it off the bag. She did apply the tag. Play continues. Here comes Leach to score. Pedersen thought she got her with the tag. She did not in time, says the infield umpire. The run comes in, 4-3. So Recrozio gets on the error. Leach comes home to score. Don't stop until you see somebody say it's over. Hustles it in, and now it's down by 1. First pitch to Frazier is a strike, 0-1. Recrozio now on, 2 down, 4-3 now your score. The Reign bring in 2. As the throw pulled Pedersen off the bag, this one swung on and missed, 0-2. It allows Leach to come in and score. Pedersen thought she got the tag on. Not going to be the case, says the umpire. And now the Red Bats only lead by 1. Farrow the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Took a little bit off that one and gets her down. We go to the top of the 3rd. 1 runner gets left stranded. 3 errors. No hits. 2 runs come in. We go to the 3rd inning. 4-3 now your score. Red Bats still lead by 1. 2, 3, and 4 will come up next for them. Chance now for the Rain to mount yet another comeback. We'll be right back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball. We go to the top of the 3rd here in just a moment. On the last day of the regular season, Game 1 here in just a moment. Top of the 3rd inning we go. 4-3 now your score. Rain bring it within 1. After the Red Bats put up 4 straight unanswered in the top half of the 1st, the Rain have now responded with 1 in the 2nd and 2 in the 3rd. It now brings up Allie Corson, who reached on an error her last time, with stolen base and a run scored for her today. She is one of the league leaders in stolen bases. She is 2nd behind Allie Supin. First pitch of the strike going on to the center fielder. Corson now steps in. Left-handed hitting outfielder. Fantastic speed now up to the plate. 0-1 hits it softly. Shortstop side gets into left, a base knock. Runner on with great speed now. Nobody out. Just got it off the end of the barrel. Tongue diving, couldn't get to it. Lozer deep in the hole. It's short, couldn't find it as well. Corson with hit number 19. 17 stolen bases this year. And now the dangerous Callie Lauder to the plate. 26 RBIs, 10 home runs this season, the only one with double digits. First pitch, swing and swung on and missed. Throw goes down to second. Corson's in on a head first slide. Stolen base from Allie Corson, number 18 for her. 0-1 now the count. Lauder singled her last time up. Cut down on a fielder's choice. High and away now 1-1. Corson now in scoring position once more. Lauder looks to see if she can get herself back in that top 2 standings in RBI. She's just in the outside, knocked by 1. 1-1. Skies it foul, 1-2. Again, talked about how her hitting profile, again, similar to how Madeline Hall does it as well. Both the left-handed hitting power swingers. That high launch angle on those swings. You leave one inside, they can launch them to right. 1-2. Hits it up to the second base side. Leach has got it. The first in time. Corson breaks for 3rd. She'll get in. Standing one down. And now a chance for Emily Farrow to drive in her 2nd RBI of the night, possibly. Runner goes to 3rd, 1 down. 4-3 your score. Red Bats lead. Farrow scored the first run of the game on a fielder's choice her last time. 310 average this season for Farrow, a 930 OPS. 383 on base percentage. First pitch to her is a strike. 0-1 is the pitcher v pitcher matchup once more here. Farrow hitting in that 4 spot once more, a run scored as she came around on the 3-run shot from Pedersen back in the first. Now a chance to see if she can tack on another run. Takes this one high in the zone, 1-1. JUCO products fight here one another. Very similar paths in two very different circumstances, of course. Buffington, the PO from Chat State, who started at UNT. Farrow, the two-way, who started at Troy. Lines this one to short. Lozer's got it, 2 down. And now it brings up Hagan. She walked her last time and came around to score as well. Leads the league in walks with now 12. Chance to see if she can drive in a run here now with 2 down. 280 hitter, a 419 on base percentage. This one down and in for a ball. Couldn't clip the zone, 1-0. Just shy of a 900 OPS by a literal tick. 15 RBIs, 13 runs for her. 4 doubles and 2 homers. Chop this one hard. Second base side gets into center field. A run scores. Hagan now going to try and turn it into 2. The throw not in time. 5-3 now your score. Red Bats now hide themselves ahead by 2. Good base running from Hagan. It took a weird bounce on Manda Ray Leach. It chopped off the plate and then just died in the infield. A double essentially for Hagan. Corson comes in. And now Val Pedersen comes up. Already a 3-run shot today. So now Valerie Pedersen, who has primarily been a PO at the collegiate level, now a 250 hitter this season. Sees the first pitch high to the rising junior, 1-0. So today's first baseman, the Santa U product teammate of Callie DeLauder, both the New Yorkers. They've spent a lot of time together here this summer as they've had the last 2 years at Siena. The 1-0. This one high, 2 up in the zone, 2-0. Burrell would come up next. She struck out looking her last time. Pedersen, a 250 hitter, just north of a 350 on base, over 800 OPS for her this season. 7 RBIs, 10 runs, 2 homers. This one inside, now 3-0. Buffington now at 48 pitches thrown. Trying to see if she can just get out number 3 here in the top of the third after Hagan able to drive home. Forcing. 3-0 to Pedersen. In the outer half, called a strike, now 3-1. Pedersen gave and still now has the go-ahead run for this Red Bat squad. With that 3-run shot, now comes up once again. Primarily been a pitcher, first baseman, outfielder as well for this Red Bat squad. Fouls this one off her bucket. That is a foul ball. It bounced off of Val Pedersen's mask, so it is a foul ball. It is a full count now. Heads up on a home plate umpire to realize what that connected with. If it bounced off of Frazier, that would have been a live ball, but because it bounces off the hitter, that is a dead play. So now full count, 2 outs, runner at second. Buffington delivers. Skies this one deep to left field. Recrozio back to the wall. Underneath it was about a foot shy of another home run. Out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third. Man, you couldn't have put that one any closer. 2 hits, no errors. 1 run does come in. 5-3 now your scores. A runner gets left stranded. 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Reign here as we go to the bottom half of the frame. 5-3 now your scores. The rain's starting to drizzle down. We'll be right back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a sec. Bottom of the third inning we go, and the rain has started to fall. 5-3 now your score, and maybe this is what the Smoky Mountain Rain need is a superpower. They'll come up to the plate once more here for this bottom half. 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. You can see the sunlight. The clouds are coming from overhead behind us, so it's going to start to continue to get a little darker. But now Tong laces this one right center field, over the wall and gone. Maybe it is the rain. 5-4 now your score. They're like water-type Pokemon. You give them a power-up in the rain, she goes right to right center field. An absolute missile, 5-4. Another leadoff homer for the Rain. Jordan Tong gets back on the scoring sheet with a homer. She ripped that one over the fence. She did that yesterday almost when she put an absolute drive into one that just connected with the upper third of that right center field wall. This time she gets enough lift on it to get it over the wall. That thing was smoked. And now it's Lauren Jamerson's turn. The Rain get one right back. It's now 5-4. First pitch to Jamerson high, ball one. The Rain trying to just kind of calm down a little bit here. Again, you can see the sun overhead. Probably can see a rainbow back to our right-hand side. As now Jamerson drives this one deep left center field. Tie ball game! 5-5 now your score. First home run of the year for Jamerson. A moonshot to left center. She got all of it. Back-to-back homers for the Rain. They're in their element, and it's now tied at 5 apiece, and it's Val Pedersen who's going to go back inside. We're going to see a pitching change. So Farrow throws 48 pitches, gives up 4 hits, 5 runs. And now Val Pedersen's going to get called on here to see if she can hold down this Red Bats lead. Now it's a draw, or now we're back to a draw, 5 apiece, and now the Rain decides to settle. So Jordan Tong rips an absolute missile of a line drive to right center, gets back on the board with a home run. The first time in what probably feels like forever for her. 4th homer of the season now. RBI number 17 for her. Lauren Jamerson gets her first of the season. That'll be RBI, funny enough, number 2 for Jamerson this year. That is her first homer of the season. And now Val Pedersen will go to work here on the mound. Callie Branham will now move into first base. Farrow will now step out. 5-5 now your score. Back-to-back solo shots for 4 and 5 in the lineup. Tong goes deep to right center on an absolute missile. Jamerson then gets one and absolutely smokes it. Now we'll have Val Pedersen step in against Eva Barnes here for the first time. So she'll now go to work and fire off the first pitch for strike 1. So Val Pedersen now comes in for Farrow. She'll go the first 3, gives up 5 runs. Back-to-back home runs will lift her from this ball game as the Red Bats looking to get the win here today to hopefully give them home field advantage for tomorrow's playoff matchup. This one outside, 1-1. As the second most innings pitched this season comes up now to go work once again. Second in strikeouts is Val Pedersen as well. She is at 54 this season, 60 1/3 innings of work. Ava Barnes does not offer at this one, 2-1. She struck out swinging her last time up on the check swing that went around too far. Pedersen, who has been one of the workhorses alongside Farrow and Buffington this year. They all sit behind Avery Shamblin, though, in terms of innings pitched. 2-1 to Barnes. Guys at foul, 2-2. The rain has now settled. Just need to give this rain spot a little bit of a super power up there, essentially, in their element and take them both to right center and left center. Tong gets back on the scoring sheet with a homer. Jamerson gets her first of the year. 2-2 now to Barnes. Called strike 3, 1 down. Another strikeout for Val Pedersen, her first of the day, 55 on the year. 1 down now. And it brings up Kaylin Boudreau, who flew out to center her last time. So 5-5 now your score. Reign have tied it. For the first time since the top of the first inning. First pitch is high, ball 1. The Red Bats struck early with 4 in the first. They get 1 back in that top of the third inning, but now the Reign have tacked on 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and now 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and now 2 here again in the bottom of the third. That doesn't math up. So now 1-1 the count. Boudreau as she fouled off this pitch. It was, 1 in the bottom of the first, 1 in the bottom of the second, or 2 in the bottom of the second, and now 3 here the bottom of the third. Again, I know the math's not math there. Sorry, I'm trying to use my words. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 is swung on and missed, 1 and 2. So let me try that again. 1 in the first for the Rays. 2 in the bottom of the second, and now 2 in the bottom of the third. There we go. We got the math now. Communications kid. We don't do math around here. The 1-2. Skies this one. Shallow center field. Corson and Espadia. Espadia will call it off. She'll make the grab 2 down. And now it brings up Madeline Hall, who flew out to right her last time up. Tied for the team lead in RBIs this season. Now just behind Allie Shreve in homers. Both with 19 this year. 5 homers for Hall. She has walked 9 times. She has struck out the same amount of times she has walked this season. This one is strike, 0-1. 1-for-1 split for her. On the year, a 300 hitter, just shy of a 400 on base, and over 1,000 OPS. She is one of 3 on the team this season. Declan taken inside, now 0-2. Pedersen comes in relief now of Emily Farrow after giving up the back-to-back homers, looking to just hold down this victory today for the Red Bats. She will most likely get the start tomorrow. We will see, of course. These 2 teams will face off again tomorrow. This game will determine who has home field. Pedersen sets here once more. Hall looking to continue this inning. 2 down, nobody on. Oh, just a tad too far outside. Thought she got her 1-2. Loser would come up next. She reached on an error and had a run scored her last time. And she came in on the error reach from Amanda Ray Leach. The 1-2. Off speed, fouls it off, stays alive. All third on the team in OPS, so the 1 of 3 this season with an OPS over 1,000. Now 1 of 4. Jordan Tong has now reached into that number. Tied for the team lead in RBIs. 17 runs, the second most this season behind Loser. 17 hits are the second most on the team, or 15 hits, second most on the team as well. Called strike 3. That'll end the inning. Pair of strikeouts for Pedersen. We go to the top of the 4th. 2 hits, no errors, 2 runs come in. We got a brand new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We go to the top of the 4th. 5-5 now your score. 7, 8, 9 will come up for the Red Bats. On the last day of the regular season, Shelby Buffington will go to work once more as the sun now comes out and shines. The rain got a little bit of a super boost there from the little bit of showers we got. They now tie it back up. We go to the top of the 4th. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Cedar City Collegiate League Softball. We'll be right back after this quick break as the rain and the Red Bats continue to battle it out. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the fourth inning we go. 5-5. Now your score. Red Bats in rain side. We go to the top of the fourth inning. First time we've been drawn since that top of the first. As now Buffington will face 8-9 or 7-8-9 of this Red Bats lineup. First pitch to Burrell is a ball, 1-0. So Yasmin Burrell steps in for the second time. She went down looking her first time back in that first inning. Buffington now is going to try and make it through 4 here. Battle to see who takes second place this season. This one high, now 2-0. Second baseman now Burrell steps in. Utility player from Coppin State, the Division I product, the rising sophomore. He lone Maryland native this year from Silver Spring, just outside of D.C. The 2-0. High and away once more, now 3-0 for Burrell. Burrell has played all over the infield, outfield, and behind the plate this season for the Red Bats. Primarily a catcher, has played second, short, first, corner outfield spots. The 3-0. Hits it softly, first base side, foul, 3-1. Brown would come up next. She lined out the first her last time. Cantrell grounded out the second. Bomb in the order comes up now for the second time here today. Some Smoky players starting to arrive here for their matchup here later today. A couple minutes to 10. Sun now starting to shine. The clouds breaking that overhead. Now Burrell skies this one. First base side and foul ground. Frazier running after it as well. No one gets there. Full count. Again, how the clouds have worked is usually you don't get to see it and we don't get to see it until it starts to hit us. Most of the cloud coverage moves from behind us here in the box over forward towards center field. So you're looking at what's essentially the aftermath. You can see some of the cloud coverage on your left-hand side of the screen that's starting to come over as well, but the sun's still shining. 3-2 lifted down the line, foul. Got around on a high fastball, just too much and around on too early. Now, 57 pitches so far. And she has been the workhorse this season, now over 1,100 pitches thrown this year for the Reign. The 3-2. Skies this one, deep to center field. Patterson to the wall. Overhead and gone! Yasmin Burrell gives the Red Bats the lead! Another first home run. Another lead for the Red Bats. It's 6-5. Lauren Jameson had her first back in that bottom of the third inning. Now Yasmin Burrell goes straight to center field. It just inched over the wall. Patterson, the new center fielder, reached up to grab it, just could not get it. And now it'll bring up Delana Brown. Burrell's first homer of the season. First pitch to Brown, hits it down the line. That's a fair ball, goes off the chest of Tong. She'll reach safely. Runner on with nobody out. Just bounced right off her chest and into foul ground. It was in front of the line, so that's a fair ball. And now Cantrell will get her second hacks of the day. Now the JUCO World Series winner will come up with nobody out and one on. First pitch swinging, Singleton right into center field, a base knock. Brown into second base on a slide. She was not going to get cut down. Second and first now. Still nobody out. And the top of the order comes up to the plate. So now the JUCO product from Georgia Highlands College will step in. Cantrell will get a temporary runner here. It'll now be Tatum Biddick. Great speed now for this Red Bat squad. But Delana Brown can run as well. They now lead 6-5 on Yasmin Burrell's first home run of the season, a solo shot that just inched over the straightaway center field fence. After the rain sign in the bottom of the third with 2 solo shots, Burrell says, I can do it too. What has already been a tightly contested affair. If we see anything like this tomorrow as well, we might have ourselves a heck of a playoff start. First pitch to Espedia. High in the zone, bounce to the glove with Frazier. Goes to the backstop. Runners advance. Second and third now. Still nobody out. Frazier got a piece of it. It was high in the zone. It gets over her head into the backstop. And now Espedia, 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a ground out, comes up for the third time today. Newest commit to UAB steps in. 950 OPS for her, 21 RBIs, ties her 21 hits, 4 doubles, 4 homers. She has been hit by a pitch 4 times this year. This one high, now 2-0. She has struck out twice and walked once. She is the type of player, and we've talked about this before, where it is very rare for her to not swing the bat, put it lightly. The 2-0 takes it inside, 3-0. She's one really to try and walk. She's also one who has great enough bat skills where you're not going to get her down on strikes very often, if at all. Of her 3 strikeouts, I believe 2 of them belong to Olivia Laney. See if she gets greenlit here. Called a strike, now 3-1. Second and third, nobody out. Red Bats now lead 6-5 on Yasmin Burrell. Solo shot to center. Badia trying to tack on maybe 1, even 2, but it can fly. The 3-1 comes up and hits her again. Bases loaded now, still nobody out, and a second hit by pitch on poor Gracie Espedia. That is the second time this game she has been hit. This time on the shoulder, first time was on the lip of the helmet. And now Mallory Corson with the bases loaded and nobody out. Reached on a single and an error today, 2 runs scored and 2 stolen bases. She's been the go-ahead run and the insurance run before. Now comes up and sees the first pitch for a strike going 1. So Corson steps in, the JUCO product. The outfielder who's actually pitched a couple times this year as well, hilariously enough. Now comes up a 353 hitter, 468 on base percentage, just shy of a 920 OPS. This one a tad too far outside, 2-2. The Lauder would come up next, a single and a ground out for her. Corson with 18 hits, 15 runs, double and 2 triples. She is one of 4 players with multiple triples this year. Loser now has to go short with it, gets the out at second. The run comes in. A fielder's choice brings home a run. They were all playing in. She went right to second with it. And now 7-5 your score. So Espedia cut down again on the base path, this time on a fielder's choice. Corson gets on, the run comes in. Now runners at the corners with 1 out and great speed. First pitch stays high. Corson's going to get in on a stand. Another stolen base, third of the day for her. 1-0 now the count. Another stolen bag, and Corson might be looking at 20 stolen bases this year. She's now up to 19. 1-0 taken too far outside, now 2-0. Outer part of the plate again has been the main recipe if you're facing Callie DeLauder, because you put one inside, well, she's taken advantage of 10 mistakes this year. Rounded out the second her last time, a single to center her first time up. The 2-0. Take this one a strike, 2-1. Sienna Youth product. Left fielder today, first base catcher mostly, has got a couple chances in the outfield here now and left today. Second and third, 1 down. Chance to tack on to her team leading RBI number of 28. Skies it foul, 2-2. She's top 3 this year in RBIs. 26 RBIs for her, I should say. So one of the league leaders, third this season, just behind Livy Huter and Riley Pescic. Home run would bring her to a tie. A double or a single would bring her to a draw. This one taken high now makes it full. 1 out, runners at second and third. Fantastic speed in Bick and Corson. Anything in the infield would at least bring in 1. Outfield brings in 2 without a chance. The 3-2. Takes it high, walks her. Bases loaded once again. Still only 1 out. The Lauder gets on once more. If I'm correct, that might be walk number 10 for her this season. That will be indeed walk number 10. She is now the third player this season to hit double-digit walks, and now Callie Branham will come up to hit for Farrow. First pitch taken high, ball one. So Branham now gets her first tax of the day. She'll step in for Farrow now to hit. As a conversation here now on the mound, Branham will get her first tax at it. 362 average for her on the year, a 921 OPS. She's sixth on the team in OPS. She is one of 7 with an OPS over 900. Just outside of that 1,000 marker. 17 hits for her, 10 RBIs, and 10 runs scored. She has 3 doubles and 2 homers. Boston's trying to make it through, and I think what the conversation is going to be here, they're going to look for a possible pitcher for this ranked squad. They only have one true pitcher available. We're going to see what happens here. We saw this yesterday as well. Shelby Buffington now up to, if I'm correct here, I believe 80 plus pitches so far. 75 on the dot for her. She is struggling here on the mound. Emily Farrow is going to come in, and you can see it on her face. That's going to do it for Shelby Buffington, and she'll walk off the mound. She leaves the bases loaded with 1 down. 1-0 count for Branham, and now she's going to go right to the trainer. That's a concern here as well. The hope is that she's okay. She has been a workhorse all season long for this ranked squad, and if you lose her here, that is a big concern. Again, you've already lost Olivia Lane to a sprained ankle. Now Buffington going to walk off, thankfully over her own power, but there's concern for her now as she goes through this first 4 innings. She goes 4 1/3. She gives up 7 runs. The base is now loaded with 1 down. Throws 1 pitch to Branham. Now Emily Farrow going to get her first chance here. She'll now come in relief of Buffington. It'll be her first game not in a Red Bats uniform this year, as she'll go to work now here on the mound for this ranked squad. The only other person to pitch on this ranked team this year, not named Buffington and Laney, has been sort of Amanda Ray Leach. She's only worked 4 innings. Jordan Tong, who pitched yesterday in the walk-off loss to the Bandits, she got that final frame. So 7 runs, 6 hits will be the end of Shelby Buffington's frame. And now it brings up Branham. The base is loaded, 1 down, and Farrow now will have to face off against her own squad. As Buffington now lifted from this game. After 75 pitches, again, over 1,100 pitches thrown this year for her. This one fouled off, makes it 1-1 as Farrow will face her own team now. Branham did come in to hit for her. She'll now go to work here in relief after starting off for this Red Bats squad. They now lead 7-5 as 2 runs have come in already. Hoping that Buffington's okay over on the bench for the rain. Now the JUCO product steps in, runners on the pond. 1-1 is hit down the third baseline, foul, 1-2. Hagan would come up next, a double and a walk for her today. Brandon looking to see if she can bring in another RBI for herself. This one called, strike 3, 2 down. Catches the down and in corner. 2 down now in the frame, and it brings up Hagan. Already 1 for 1, a walk. A base knock for her in that last frame. She got left stranded at second, though, back in that 3rd inning. Did bring around Corson, though, as she comes up. But the base is loaded and 2 down. This one in the dirt, 1-0. Val Penderson would come up next to now pitcher. A 3-run shot and a fly out to left. That was about a foot shy her last time. This one down the zone. Now 2-0. 2-0 from Farrow. Stays low with it, can't catch the zone. Now 3-0. Hagen leads again the league in walks so far, 11 for her, or 12 for her now on the year. The 3-0. Takes it over the hard, now 3-1. No green light for her. Biddick at third, Corson at second, Khaled Lauder at first. Great speed here on this Red Bats base paths. The 3-1. Chops it off the plate, now 3-2. Runners will be on the go here in just a moment. Pedersen will come back up. If given the opportunity, Hagen looking for her second hit of the game, maybe get on for the third time today. The 3-2. Stays down and in, she walks her. Second walk today for Hagen, now 8-5 your score. Hagen on for the third time, and now Val Pedersen steps to the plate. Biddick scores, Corson to second, the third, to Lauder to second. And now Pedersen already a 3-run shot. And a deep fly ball to left center that was in an identical spot, but about 5 feet short of where she hit it last time. Big swing and a miss, now makes it 0-1. Came up just shy of another home run. It was literally to the fence in left field. Deal 1. Down and away, now 1-1. Base is still loaded, 2 down. And the Red Bats now lead 8-5. 3 have come in here in the frame. Yasmin Burrell led it off with a solo home run. 1-1 taken for a strike, 1-2. Burrell would get the chance to hit next if possible. Bat around this lineup here in the top of the fourth. Red Bats now lead once again after the rain came back to tie it. 1-2, too far down and in. Now 2-2. The now pitcher who started at first base comes up for the third time today. The 2-2. Skies this one, deep center field, over the head of Patterson. Grand slam! Second home run of the day, Val Pedersen. And the pitcher says, I'll do it myself. Another home run for Val Pedersen, a 6 RBI day for her. 12-5 now your score. And it brings up Burrell for the second time. She went deep to center field her first time, this last time up here in this frame, as the Red Bats hit double digits again. Now up by 7. First pitch taken is a strike, now 0-1. So Burrell now comes in, already again a solo shot for her today. A grand slam for Val Pedersen, her second homer of the day. As now Burrell laces this one right center field, coming in, diving catch by Shreven Wright ends the inning. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Red Bats now lead 12-5. 7 runs come in. 4 hits, no errors, or 1 error, excuse me. Nobody left stranded. Red Bats will head back out to the field. 12-5 now your score. We go to the bottom half of the frame from Dan Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Last day of the regular season, game 1 of 2 set today. Battle of the Red Bats and rain continues here in just a moment from Dan Tate Stadium, northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching. We'll be right back with this quick break. Bottom of the fourth inning we go. 12-5 now your score. A couple changes defensively here for this Red Bats team. The first pitch from Val Pedersen is swung on and missed 0-1 as Loser comes up for the second time today. Caroline Reed now steps in for Yasmin Burrell as a straight sub at second base. Tatum Biddick will now step in for Delana Brown in right as well. The lone changes here as this one's high and away, 1-1. So Val Pedersen now with a lead to her favor. She came in relief of Emily Farrow back in that third inning. Gets the 3 outs necessary. Now gets a chance here. Face Loser for the first time. Technically 0 for 1, but reached on an error her last time up. One fouled off, makes it 1-2. So Loser, a run scored as well. Steps in for her second appearance now at the plate. Has been one of, if not the best players this season with this Reign squad. Guys, this one, shortstop side. Espadia calls for it, makes the grab, 1 down. And now it brings Amanda Ray Leach, who also reached on an error tonight. She'll come up now with 1 out, nobody on. She reached also when she popped one to the right-hand side. Burrell at second was not able to handle it. She was running into foul ground and got a piece of it in fair territory for a strike now to Leach, 0-1. Rising redshirt junior, the JUCO member out of East Central Community College. The 0-1. High and away now, 1-1. Top of the order would come up next. It'll be Ali Shreve, already a solo home run for her today. Back in that first inning when she let it off. The 1-1. Down the way for a strike, 1-2. 7-run top of the fourth has now given the Red Bats their lead once again after the rain came back and tied it in the bottom of the third inning. Pedersen now going to see if she can make it through these next 5, if possible. Now Leach hits this one hard on the left field line. Gets down, base knock. The Lauder will cut it off. Throw comes in quickly. But a base knock for Amanda Ray Leach. The runner on now with 1 out. First hit of the day for Leach. She gets on for the second time. And now the dangerous Ali Shreve steps in. One of 3 Ohio natives this season. The one of 2 on this Reign squad. The Bloomingdale native. Rising sophomore from Salem University Division II school. East Division. Runner on, 1 out. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. Crozio would come up next. She has walked and reached on an error today. Shreve on the season, leads the team in OPS now, a .345 hitter, .410 on base percentage, just north of Abby Loser's OPS at this moment. That's a big swing and a miss, now 0-2. Over 1,100 for her now on the year. 11-19 OPS, 19 hits, 19 RBI. She leads the team tied with Madeline Hall. Her 6 homers leads the team as well. CO2. Off speed, got her to swing through it, strike 3, 2 down. She hesitated, she waited, she swung, and by the time she realized she did, her head was to the sky, and now Johnny Patterson's going to hit for Gia Crozio. So Patterson now steps in. First pitch to her is high, 1-0. Patterson, who was in center field that last frame, now comes in here. She'll hit for Recrozio now. With 1 or 2 down and a runner on. Skies this one. Right-hand side, Val Pedersen gets underneath and makes the grab and ends the inning. And we'll go to the top of the 5th. 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner gets left stranded. We go to the top of the 5th inning. 12-5 your score. Emily Farrow is going to try and work another frame here for this Reign squad as she comes in relief of Buffington. Couple changes here defensively now for this Reign squad. We'll be right back after this quick break. Dan Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Final day of the regular season, day 21. And now it's going to be Amarai Horner instead. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the fifth inning we go. 12-5. Now your score. Redbacks lead over this Reign squad. New pitcher once more for this Reign team. It'll be Samurai Horner now going to work as she'll get her chances here now as she comes in relief of Farrow, who's able to complete those final frames there for that Reign squad. Coming in for Shelby Buffington to get the final 2 outs. First pitch now to Tatum Biddick is a ball, 1-0. So Biddick now gets her first hacks of the day. She came in for Delana Brown in that last inning. Defensively, and now steps in here offensively and fouls this one off 1-1. So now the former Henderson State product now headed off to the Division I school of Memphis U steps up for the first time here today. Get her first hacks here now. The outfielder, the speedster, steps to the plate. 1-1 skies at shallow center field. Patterson underneath it, one away. Couple changes defensively here. Johnny Patterson now confirmed will patrol center field. Jamerson now moves into left. Kaylin Boudreau now in right. Allie Shreve will move into right field. She'll take over at third. Jordan Tong moves from third to first. Barnes to the DP once more. Everybody else will stay the same. And now Hurts, Savannah Cantrell laced into center field. Patterson there, 2 down. Back-to-back swings, back-to-back plays to center, and Patterson, the sure-gloved center fielder, makes the grab once again. And now it's Gracie Espedia, 0 for 1 with 2 hit by pitches and a ground out to short. First pitch from Horner, chops to third base side. Shreve's got it to first in time. Quick inning for Samurai Horner, only needs 5 pitches. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 12-5, still your score. No hits, no errors, nobody reaches. We get a clean 5th inning. We go to the bottom half. Reign now have a lot of work to do. We go to the bottom half, 3, 4, and 5 to the plate. Frazier, Tong, and Jamerson. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching City City Collegiate League. Game 1 on the final day of the regular season, day 21. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the 5th inning we go, 12-5. Now your score. Redbacks still lead here now by 7. Now Pedersen going to try and work yet another frame here. And she'll face off against 3, 4, and 5. Kendall Frazier, Jordan Tong, Lauren Jamerson. As 1 for 2 comes up the catcher with a 2-homer, 5 RBI night yesterday. She'll get her first attempts now here against Pedersen. First pitch down the zone, called a strike, 0-1. So Frazier now steps in for the 3rd time here today. Florida native, the Young Harris College Division II product. 239 hitter on the year, now 375 on base percentage. 766 OPS. Fouls this off, now 0-2. Single and a strikeout for her today. Runs now, 8 RBIs, 11 hits, a double, and 2 homers, both of them coming in yesterday's game. She is probably one of the league leaders in hit by pitches this year. She has been hit 6 times. She also has 5 stolen bases, which I believe is the most out of any catcher this year. But now the 0-2 from Pedersen. High in the zone, 1-2. All catcher now who has been dealing with that right index finger injury. Cast off finally this week, and now continues to go to work. She played the field and hit with it. And now skies this one, shallow left center field. Everybody racing out for it. Callan Lauder along the line will make the grab, one down. And now it brings up Jordan Tong. A walk and a solo shot, and I do mean a shot, her last time up. She ripped an absolute laser beam over the right center field fence that didn't have a launch angle higher than like 10. It just skipped over the fence. As that was the fourth run scored for the Rains. This one taken high and away. 1-0 to the Arcadia, Ohio native out of Greensboro College, the Division III product. Now third on the team in OPS and over 1,000 for her once again. 340 hitter, a 441 on base percentage. This one high and away, now 2-0. Also been one of the team leaders this season. 17 RBIs on the year for her now. 17 hits, 2 doubles, 4 homers. She's walked 8 times. The 2-0. Hit it hard through the shortstop gap into center field. Another base knock for Jordan Tong. She's heating up here in the final days of the regular season, and at just the right time, runner on, one down. After going on a bit of a cold stretch before this week, she had that hot stretch there in the second week of the season where she collected her first 3 homers. Not seem to leave the ballpark after that. Finally this week gets back in the driver's seat, gets her first one back here. And now already 2 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a homer. And now Lauren Jamerson, who nuked one to left center for her first of the year, comes up. First pitch to her, down and in, 1-0. So now the former Sweetbriar College Vixen, the former Division III product, now Division II out of Barton College, the rising redshirt senior. The returner to this Rain squad, last year's 2025 Scenic City Collegiate League champion. Takes this one for a strike, 1-1. Tries to return back to this squad, wants to see if she can run it back. The lone returner, funny enough, for the Rain. Alongside Olivia Laney, obviously out still with that sprained ankle. 1-1. High in the zone, can't get her off for 2-1. Barnes would come up next. She has struck out swinging and looking today. Again, has blown out to second and blasted one to left center for her first of the year. Lone Virginia native this season. 304 hitter fouls this one off, now 2-2. 304 hitter, 339 on base percentage, a 750 OPS. Top 5 on the team. 17 hits, only 2 RBIs, 3 doubles, and now a solo shot. Chop this one, second base side. Reed deep in the hole will go to first with it in time. 2 away. The runner does advance in Tong. But 2 down now here in the frame. Now Barnes steps in with a runner in scoring position and 2 down. 12-5 your score. Barnes waits for the first pitch from Batterson. Fouls it off 0-1. So now the Pulaski State product steps up to the plate. The now TP started at first base here today for the JUCO product. On the year, a 208 average, a 304 on base percentage. 7 RBIs for her, 2 doubles. She does have a home run. Swung on it, missed, now 0-2. Patterson now just trying to get out of this frame with no damage attached, trying to work yet another clean one. She has gotten very hot down the stretch here. She has had some of the better outings this season, even with some of the walk-off losses. Now it's Barnes racing it to right field. This one gets down in front of Biddick. It gets away from her. Here comes Tong to score. She will standing. The run comes in. RBI single for Ava Barnes. 12-6 now your score. Biddick tried to play it on a hop and see if she could fire one home. It bounces off her glove. It allows Tong to score. The drone out steps in, 0 for 2 on the day with a runner on and 2 down. Rain get one back again. After the throw, a 261 hitter will take the first pitch high in the zone for ball one. 86 on-base percentage for her. Shy of a 600 OPS. 12 hits, 4 RBIs, 7 runs scored. She has 2 doubles on the year. Has yet the homer. Big swing and a miss, now 1-1. She has put some good charges on the ball this past week, though. Couple of knocks for her. For her first hit today for the utility player. 1-1. Off speed, gets her to foul it up to the left-hand side. In play, underneath the Cantrell will end the inning. We go to the top of the sixth. 12-6 your score. The Reign do get one back. They leave a runner stranded. 2 hits, no errors. One run comes in. Red Bats will come back up to hit. 2, 3, and 4 coming to the plate. Corson, DeLauder, and Branham. We'll be right back after this quick break to the top of the 6th inning from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League here on the final day of the regular season, day 21, game 1. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 6th inning we go. 12-6 now your score. Reign do bring it within 6 now, but 2, 3, and 4 coming to the plate as Horner going to try and work another frame. Corson comes in for the 4th time today. She has reached on a single and error and a fielder's choice. Chops it second base side. Leach bobbles it. Can't hang on. Corson was flying down the line. Just couldn't get into her glove. She'll reach once again. And now it brings up Callie DeLauder. As walked and single, came around and scored back in that 4th inning on the grand slam from Val Patterson. First pitch outside, runner goes, thrown out, not in time. Another stolen base for Corson. That is 4 on the day and now 20 on the season. Another stolen bag. She now ties Ali Supin. First pitch outside, now 2-0. She has 4 stolen bases today, already 3 runs scored. Showing what she can do on the base paths. And it is just swipe bags like crazy. This one too far in the zone, now 3-0. Lauder trying to get on for the 3rd time today. Again, 1 for 2 with a single, a ground out, and a walk. And 1 run scored, she's been left stranded once. Brandon would come up next. She batted in that 4th inning. Down low in the zone, a 4-pitch walk to Lauder on for the, once again, 3rd time here today, 2nd walk. And now Branham steps in. And now Branham comes up, went down looking her last time. Nobody out, runners at 2nd and 1st. First pitch taken down away. Corson goes, thrown out, not in time. Stolen base lead now for Corson, 21 on the year. She swipes 3rd, and now 5 on the day. I believe that is the season high out of anybody. Swung on and missed now 1-1. DeLauder goes, thrown out a 2nd. Loser can't handle it. Here comes Corson to score. 13-6. And a 7-run lead once more for the Red Bats. Loser went to pick it off and see if she can make the throw back home, but by then it was too late. Swung on, fouled it off. It is a dead ball as Branham got a piece of it, now 1-2. See if she can drive home another run here. 13-6 now your score. Branham now in her 2nd at-bat will face Horner for the 1st time. Swung on and missed strike three. Ball gets away from Frazier, though. Delauder into third. No play at first. The runner reaches on a drop third strike. First time we've seen that here this season. Branham swings at a pitch in the dirt. It kicks away from Frazier to the backstop. So now runners on with still nobody out, and Caroline Reed will get her first swings of the day. First pitch to her on the outer half of the strike, 0-1. So now the Truett McConnell, or this is KK Hagan. I don't know where I got Caroline Reed from. Now Hagan steps in. She is 1 for 1 with a knock and 2 walks. 2 runs scored for her. Each time that she is walked, Val Pedersen has come up and hit her in. Now 1-1 the count. The runners at the corners, nobody out as Branham gets on the drop third strike. That kicked away from Frazier. Now drives this one deep to left field. Jamerson underneath it for out number 1. Branham's going to tag up and score. She will standing. Sacrifice fly for KK Hagan. 1 down. 14-6 now your score. And now it brings up Valerie Pedersen. 7 RBIs already tonight, a 3-run homer and a grand slam for her. She has half of the runs scored for the Redbats. Who fouls it off now 0-1. She is 2 for 3. She flew one to deep left field her second time up. That came up about a foot short of a home run. She'd be the third or second player this season with a 3-homer game if she got it out. Still a chance to do it here in the top of the 6th, obviously. And 3-run and a grand slam already today. 2-run homer went out onto that total. Came up just shy of the solo shot last time. Chops his third base line instead. Now Shreve's got it. Throws the first in time. 2 away. Here comes Corson into third. Ball kicks away into left field. She's going to come home and score. So Corson takes over for Branham at first. Gets around all the way to third on the ground ball and comes in to score. (15-6) now your score. Now it will bring up Caroline Reed. Throwing away a sacrifice ground out for Val Pedersen, right? Reed gets her first hacks of the day. Hits it right back up the middle, into center field, a base knock. Driving for it was Loser, just could not get enough of it. First pitch swinging, first hit, and now Biddick, who flew out to center, comes up for the second time. Runner on, 2 down. 15-6 now your score. It will get her first hack, or second hacks now of the day. News commit to Memphis U. First pitch up in the zone, ball 1. And if you recognize the name Tatum Biddick, you might have seen her before on social media, one of the most, if not the most, followed college softball player in the United States, if not possibly across the entire sport. This one down away, 2-0. Over 300,000 followers on Instagram, over 500K on TikTok. The 2-0. Fouls this one off now, 2-1. She also runs her own clothing brand as well. Now, the former Division II product out of Henderson State, the rising sophomore, headed off, staying in her home state of Tennessee, going to U of Memphis. 2-1. Drives this one deep down the left field line. Did she keep it fair? Oh, you bet she did! Onto the baseball field! 17-6 now your score. Biddick goes deep for the first time this year, and it is an absolute moonshot. Just got all of it down and in, and just monster shot to left. Another home run for the Redbats. They now find themselves ahead by 11. 17-6 now your score. First pitch to Cantrell, now a strike, 0-1. Cantrell 1 for 3 with a single, a line out to center, and a ground out to second. She also came around and scored in that fourth inning. Guys, this one now, shallow center field, racing for it, everybody. Patterson able to make the under half grab, and that will end the top of the sixth. 5 runs come in. Red Bats now lead 17-6. We go to the bottom of the frame. Reign will need to at least find 2 to keep this ball game going. They'll do so with 8, 9, and 10 coming up. Not a bad part of the lineup to bring up, though. Hall, Lozer, and Leach. We'll be right back after this quick break. From Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League Softball, the final regular season game of the year. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the sixth inning we go, 17-6. Now your score. The Reign now down by 11. 8, 9, and 10 come up. Hall, Lozer, and Leach as a 5-run top of the sixth. Now give the Red Bats a 17-run day. First pitch to Hall is swung on and missed, 0-1. So Hall now steps in, faces off against Pedersen for the second time today. She went down looking her first time. She is 0 for 2 for the Mississippi Christian U product. Players starting to arrive here for the final regular season game of the year. Big swing and a miss, now 0-2. All looking to get on for the first time here today for the Pineville, Louisiana native. The lone native from Louisiana, for Pineville Rebel. Sees the 0-2. Can't get her to offer the off speed outside, 1-2. Lozer will come up next, technically 0 for 2 on the day. She did reach on an error and had a run scored back in the second. The 1-2. Stays low with it, can't get her to chase. Now 2-2. All strong, swinging left-handed hitter. She's actually one of the only 2 really on this Reign squad that hits left-handed, the other one being Kira Crozio. Now skies this one foul, still 1-2. The only other one really is for Crozio, obviously Shreve, Patterson, Frazier, Tong, Jamerson, Barnes, Boudreau, Lozer, Leach, everyone swings right-handed. The only one that really doesn't is Hall and Patterson. But now the 2-2. Fouls it off again, stays alive. Patterson now at 51 pitches on the day. She came in a relief of Farrow after the first 2 innings. Farrow gave up 2 solo shots to bring us to a 5-5 tie. She completed that third frame. Now trying to make it through the 6th inning as she'll try and work it 4 clean here. She's only given up 1 run since. The 2-2. High in the zone now, 3-2. Works it full as Hall. Patterson, who has really just caught up with the warmth of the weather through this back half of the year. Really started to settle in for this Red Bat squad and at just the right time. The 3-2. Fouls it off, stays alive. She was the victim of yesterday's loss to the Smokies, though, with that 20-1 loss. They're looking for revenge here today. 17 on the board for the Redbats. A game that saw 13 runs come in the top of the sixth for the Smokies yesterday. 3-2. Off speed, couldn't get her to chase. Hall on for the first time today via the walk. Runner on, nobody out. And now Abby Loser steps in. So now the JUCO product, the ultimate utility player, has been one of the best players on this Reign squad this season. Rising sophomore. Shows fun, it stays high, does not offer 1-0. And Ray Leach will come up next. No other changes here defensively for the Redbats. Trying to hold down this lead here in the bottom of the sixth. Reign need to at least bring in 2 to bring this to the 7th inning. This one taken for a strike, now 1-1. Now trying to lock down the door, hold on to second place for this Redbats squad. The home field advantage tomorrow against this Reign team. Loser skies it, shallow right field. Reed underneath it, out number 1. Now it brings Amanda Ray Lee. She has technically reached twice. She is 1 for 2 with an error and a single today. Left stranded at first, though, back in that 4th inning. Hall at first, 1 down. First pitch swings to the off speed in the dirt, 0-1. And now the lone Mississippi native from Newton steps to the plate, the JUCO product. The former Nuga Choo-Choo returner for this 2026 summer. Now with this Reign squad, the 0-1. Hits it hard through the first base side. Bounced off the runner, Hall. The runner is out. That is a dead ball. Now 2 down as obstruction essentially is called. Poor Hall tried to take off with the hit. It catches her right on the ankle. And now 2 down here on the frame. You don't see that very often. 2 down now here in the frame. Hall gets down in the base path as she gets hit by the pit or by the shot. And now Allie Streep will see an off-speed for a strike, 0-1. She struck out swinging her last time up on an off-speed pitch. Gets pulled on the first pitch here. Already a solo shot to center. She makes her 1 for 3. Runner at first, 2 down. Off-speed again. This one high, though, 1-1. Patterson would come up next, given the chance. She popped out to the pitcher her last time. The 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2. That violent swing. Almost lumberjacks it, and when she makes contact, that ball can fly. We've already seen it once today. He has probably hit one of the furthest home runs of the year, one that cleared the baseball scoreboard in left center. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Another strikeout for Patterson. And will we see a 7th inning? I don't believe we will. That is going to end it. (17-6) the final. Redbats take it. They claim second in the standings. They'll take it over the Reign today. These 2 teams will go back at it tomorrow. That will end it here. Final score 17-6. Val Patterson goes the final 4. She'll get the win in this one. She came in relief of Farrow. Shelby Buffington, unfortunately for her, will take the loss. She goes the first 3 1/3 before she's lifted for, funny enough, Farrow, who goes 2/3 of an inning of work. Horner then fires off the final 2. 17-6 the final. Redbats take it. They finish the season 10-11. They hold on to second place in the standings. They will move into that playoff spot, the number 2 seed. They will play this Reign squad tomorrow once again. They finish their year at 8-13. They will play each other tomorrow. The Reign will get the road spot. The Red Bats will be the home team, and I believe they will be the first game tomorrow. They should be set for that 9 a.m. start time. Give me one moment to confirm that. That is indeed the case. So 9 a.m. tomorrow, Reign and Red Bats go at it again. We'll see what goes down. Bandits and Smokies coming up next here at 11:30. They'll play again tomorrow as well. It'll be the Smokies as the home team tomorrow. Bandits will be the home squad here today, as that will end it out here. Once again, 17-6 the final. Allie Corson is now taking the lead for the most stolen bases this year in this matchup. Val Pedersen with the victory here today. That'll end it out here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. The final regular season game for both these sides. We got one more, though, today. Stick around as well. We'll have our award ceremony here in just a little bit. We're going to end this stream. We're going to put it on for the next one. So stick around. We'll get to it here. But nonetheless, 17-6 the final. Red Bats hold on to second place in the standings. They finished the year 10-11. The Reign falls to 8-13. That'll end it here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Stick around, though. We have our award ceremony here in just a minute. From Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League. Thank you, everyone, and have a good rest of your day. I hope to see you in a little bit for our award ceremony.